for later. Hello, everybody. It's Tricia. We're going to be getting started in just a few minutes, but I wanted to open up the broadcast to those of you that are already online checking it out. So we'll be back with the presentation in probably about 5 minutes, maybe just a little longer. We have some ice here in Quincy that people are dealing with to get here. So. No, Laura. No, I haven't. I just don't know where I I think Tricia has the PDF of everything now. Even some directly. Is it PDF or something that you send it? No, I don't know how to do that until I got. Okay. Was it in there too? Yeah, I'll place that. We're worried about you. The Detroit bar is open if you want to help yourself with a shot. The bottle is in the fridge still. I got it. Okay. Yes, I do actually. Okay, we're just about ready to get started here. We're getting our shots of ginger red. All right. Cheers. You ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you?
Yep. Ready. Good evening, everybody. This is Tricia Bart. I am a certified clinical aromatherapist and Reiki master in private practice in Quincy, Illinois. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have a wonderful presentation tonight. I'm so excited for this. It's called 50 Shades of Love, Romance, and Essential Oils. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. First, I'm going to share some information locally about some events that are coming up. We have no class next week. Some of you may know I'm going to be doing a play over in Hannibal. I'd love to see you. Come on over. It's a one-woman show. No pressure there. But come on over. It's going to be great. It's all about the life and times of Ann Lander. So I'm really excited. The following week, on February 23rd, we're going to have a class called For the Love of Pets. And Dr. Leslie Trimble will be joining us. She's a chiropractor who is specially trained to work with animals. So her dog Murphy is going to be here with us. And she'll be demonstrating a chiropractic adjustment on him, and I'll be demonstrating the brain drop technique on him. So it's going to be a very, very cool class. So join us if you can. If you want to know more about classes that are coming up here in Quincy and available via Google Plus Hangouts, that's on my website, actually on my blog, blog.perfectsenseforlife.com. and you can just click on events there and the calendar will come up. So for those of you that know someone in the Springfield area, we'll be doing the For the Love of Pets class in Springfield on February 29th. And in March, I'm going to be up in Dixon and McHenry, Illinois. So if you know someone maybe in the Chicago area or a little further north central Illinois, have them check out the events. It's going to be a day-long event in McHenry on the 19th from 10 to 4, and a a great afternoon in Dixon from 1 to 5 on the 13th, Sunday the 13th. So come on out, check us out. Coming up also in March here in Quincy, our clinical thermographer, Pam Ryers, will be back. So if you're interested in learning more about clinical thermography, I have a flyer here. We're going to be doing a class that first Thursday evening in March with Pam on that. We're also offering Reiki 1 and 2. There's information about that, and a beautiful class called Soul Collage with Sister Jane Wan. So I'll pass these around for you folks locally to check out. A couple cool things from Young Living this month, right? The promotion is just gorgeous. You have a chance to receive 15 milliliter wintergreen, great for occasional aches and pains in the body. Patchouli. Okay, so I'm a patchouli freak. The very first oil that I bought for myself is the blend Abundance because it had patchouli in it. So I love patchouli, and to be able to get a 5 ml bottle of patchouli, excellent. The bonus for those in the Essential Rewards program is a 15 milliliter bottle of Copaiba, one of the best oils for the body's natural response to injury. You can also get 20 Essential Rewards points if your order goes up to 250 PV. And if your order is 300 PV or more, they throw in this beautiful I Heart Oils collection. I love oils collection with Joy, Ylang Ylang, and Grapefruit Vitality. So that Vitality line is so cool. Right now it's clearly labeled for us. This one is the one for internal usage, and the bottle of grapefruit with the other label that says aromatic and topical. That's the one for aromatic and topical use. Yes, they're the same essential oil in both bottles. Don't let it freak you out. We got it. So we're going to start with just a real brief introduction for those of you that are brand new. This is actually last year's product guide. The new ones are available, and mine are already on their way, but I don't have it for tonight. It's also available online. If you just want to have a friend flip through online, they can do that. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, their recipes. Have you flipped through it? Oh, it's beautiful. Their recipes, all kinds of great information. So in the beginning, the opening cover is a little welcome letter from Gary and Mary Young, the co-founders of our company. And then the product guide goes on to show us a little bit about the mission of this company, which is essential oils in every home in the world. And Young Living is getting there. Boy, you can't really see this map terribly well, but it shows where we are all around the world. Farms, co-ops, co-op farms, partner farms, distribution centers, sales offices. Young Living is really the leader, the world leader in essential oils. Young Living has been in business for over 20 years. And so you may hear essential oil companies out there say, well, we're as good as Young Living, but well, guess what? See that? Seed to seal? That's the but. This is what Young Living does that no one else is willing to do. No one else is making the investment in farms, and no one else really understands that it matters what seed you put in the ground. It has to be the right botanical. If you want true lavender essential oil, you better be putting the right species in the ground. And Young Living does that with heirloom seeds. They've never been treated. And then they cultivate those plants. They take care of them the way Mother Nature takes care of them, with no herbicides, no pesticides. If there are weeds in the field, they go out and pull them themselves. Then it goes through a very rigorous process of testing after the beautiful distillation process, where we get our essential oils from the plant material through a steam distillation process under the correct pressure for the right amount of time, the right temperature. So important to ensure that all the beautiful chemical constituents we want in those essential oils are in there. And then the final step of that seed to seal process is the seal itself, to assure you that what you're actually getting in that bottle is a Young Living essential oil. So please don't buy something called Young Living oils off of eBay or Amazon. There's really no way to ensure that you're getting Young Living oils. Please only buy them directly from Young Living, or if you have a friend that's a Young Living distributor who has an extra bottle they're willing to sell you, that's cool too. But otherwise, the only way to ensure you're getting them is to buy them right from the company. So then our product guide goes on to show you our beautiful farms from around the world. We have the most amazing website called seedtoseal.com, where you can go and read about each of these farms, and you'll see how long that farm has been pesticide free. Many of our farms have never been treated with pesticides. They weren't farmland before, or they come from families that never put that nonsense on their plants. This is a company that really cares about what goes in the bottle. So there are 3 basic ways we can use essential oils, and your product guide will tell you all about it. You can tell me what they are. How do you like to use them? Okay, so aromatically in a diffuser, we have a diffuser going here, of course. Topically, just putting the essential oils right on your skin. If you've got an ache or pain, put them there. If you've got a little scratch or irritation, you can put the oils right there. Now, when we first get started, we say start low and go slow. So a drop, maybe even diluting it in a carrier oil. So carrier oils also come from plants. Plants make essential oils and carrier oils. Carrier oils are fatty oils, and we'll actually be using them in our make and take tonight. Fatty oils like almond oil, coconut oil, olive oil, and those help to dilute the essential oil, unlike water, which kind of spreads it around. So sometimes when we experience essential oil, it may feel hot on the skin. If that's the case, use a little carrier oil, and that will help dilute the oil, stop the absorption of it into your skin, or slow it down, and it will cool off and calm it down. And then the third way we can use our essential oils is internally. And if you choose to do that, put them in a capsule, maybe with a little carrier oil until you're familiar with how your body responds to them. There's several of them that I'll take just a drop on my tongue, and I love the taste of them. Some of them I don't like the taste of very much, but I love how they help and support my body. Okay, so those are really the basics on using essential oils. If you're not already a member of Young Living and you're ready to get started, talk to the friend who brought you here tonight or told you about the class, and they'll help you get started with Young Living. It's so simple. They're off 2 price points, a retail price point and wholesale price point, to save you 24% forever. Fantastic opportunities. And in the month of February, you can save 10% off your starter kit. So this is the perfect time to do it. Perfect time to get started. So enough of me. We're going to move on to our 50 Shades of Love, Romance, and Essential Oils tonight. We have 2 guest speakers with us tonight. Are you both speaking tonight? Excellent. We have Robin Jarvis and Sandy Trudell, and they're going to be sharing a beautiful presentation. I'm so excited. I'm going to let these ladies come on up and introduce themselves, and then we'll move right into the presentation.
Hi, I'm Robin. I'm going to be joining you in a couple minutes. Sandy's actually going to start us off tonight. So, hi, I'm Sandy Trudell, and I'm happy to be here tonight to present on this unique topic. Can we go ahead and start our slides?
Sure, we're going to get the slide presentation going. No, you can stand wherever you like. There's the clicker.
All right. Since February is the month of love, we have consulted with the Book of Love. You may have already been singing this in your head after you've heard the title of it. It's a good song from the Monotones, and they break it down into pretty simple, a few chapters that we've adapted for tonight's presentation. Chapter 1, Love Her With All Your Heart. Chapter 2, You Never Never Want to Part. And then Chapter 3, The Meaning of Romance, which we'll get to later. Let's start with Chapter 1, Love With All Your Heart. To most of us, this is pretty simple. As we start a relationship, it's love is easy. But after we've been together, things things get complicated. Life is complicated, and you might lose that spark. So we're going to talk a little bit maybe tonight how we can bring that spark back and give you some ideas. So the main thing, it's not always because both of you don't have enough time for each other, but almost always it's because both of you just aren't having enough fun together. So we want to talk about different ways of having fun. So the first tip, do something daring together. And we're going to keep it clean. So not something that you will have to post bail for anyway. Do something fun like zip lining or bungee jumping. Just get out of your pizza every Friday night mode routine or once in a while. Create something fun and spontaneous. A variety is the spice of life. When you get your adrenaline going with your man, you automatically feel more passion towards each other. So number 2, have another first date. Call a babysitter if needed, and next time it's date night, dress up like it's your first date. Slip on your sexy dress and your heels, and not your flip-flops or tennis shoes. Get your hair done, make it special. Remind him of how hot you are. Get those butterflies going like the first time you met. We tend to forget that. We all kind of get stuck in, okay, let's go out, it's Friday, So do something special. For some inspiration, also, there was a movie actually that would be good and inspiring. It was called Date Night with Tina Fey and Steve Carell. It was actually a funny movie about how they got into the monotony of, okay, well, let's go out, and things all changed that night for them. So anyway, number 3, share silly secrets. No matter how long you've been together, it's impossible to know everything about each other. So crack open a bottle of wine and have a night of telling each other stories about your childhood. Spilling funny tales from the past, like that time you swallowed a worm on a dare, will make the two of you feel more connected, which I've never swallowed a worm. All right, number 4, be game for anything. Sure, you're not going to like all the same stuff, but it's the effort to be flexible that counts. If he wants to take you to the AC/DC concert and you're not real keen on it, you go just for him. Or partner up with a video game that he likes. Or watch Remembering the Titans for the umpteenth time. You go with it. Showing him how you're willing to take one for the team now and then will remind him why he likes you so much and make him more likely to return the favor. Also, if you do this, you don't want to complain about it because that kind of spoils the magic of it. Remember that time I did that for you? You don't want to do that. So the next one is share friends. And no, I don't mean in an intimate way. If you have different sets of friends, it creates a small divide sometimes. You're going out with your girlfriends or guy friends or whatever, and they're going out with their friends. So you want to bring everybody together. So you could have one night a month where you round up your closest friends and for a get together, and the good vibe, the people you love, it's the good vibe you get from having all the people in one room. It makes a difference for your relationship too. You could have a barbecue, you could go bowling or paintball or whatever, is something that you all share or have in common. So number 6, a little something for him. When you're out and about and you see something that makes you think of him or something you think he would like, go ahead and buy it, or your partner or your significant other. Something as tiny as a magazine or his favorite treat will let him know you're thinking about him. And I wouldn't suggest Mountain Dew. We're trying to promote some wellness here, so it's just an image that we just found. So I'm not promoting Mountain Dew. And number 7, most of all, you want to make time for each other. I know it sounds simple, but with work schedules or maybe kids and other obligations, how much time do you and your partner really spend together? Make sure you carve out some time for your busy week for them. Even binge watching your favorite show on Netflix, which is basically our time together. There are a lot of ideas on Pinterest for date nights too. Small gifts, etc., that you can get that will help get you inspired. Just like anything else in a relationship, it's the same. You get out of it what you put into it. And now for the final idea to light the spark. Let's talk about sex. Yep, you knew this one was coming. Sex is a huge part of keeping the spark alive. And now I will turn it over to Robin, who has done the research on this part of the presentation. She will give you a little more insight of how we can use oils to set the mood and enhance the relationship. So, Robin?
All right, so honestly, before a couple of weeks ago, I never really thought about using essential oils for those romantic interludes. And I don't know why, because I use them for everything else. I don't know why it never occurred to me to use them in the bedroom. So in doing research for tonight's class, I tried a lot of the things that we're going to talk about tonight. I liked them. And I highly recommend them to you. And there's a bonus in this too. If your husband or partner or whatever is not completely on board with your essential oils addiction, this is a great way to bring him over to the other side. I do want to mention a couple things just before we get started with that part of it. We all know that healthy hormones are part of a healthy sex life too. And Young Living has a lot of really great products that support your hormonal health, things like Progestins Plus, Endoflex. There's a lot of great products out there. And in fact, so many of them that it would probably be a great topic for another separate class. So maybe we can get that going, sometime in the future here. But just know that if you're doing research, that might be part of what you want to look into. So why bring essential oils into the bedroom? Well, aside from their fragrance, essential oils can help to set a romantic mood, boost confidence, and much more. Not to mention that a lot of the personal care products for the bedrooms, such as personal lubricants and massage oils, contain toxic ingredients, things that we're trying to avoid, like parabens, petroleum-based ingredients, things that I can't pronounce. And we know that we don't want that stuff on our skin. So this is a healthy, natural alternative. So let's talk about some of the oils first. Ylang ylang. And actually, I'm going to pass these around while we're talking about them so that you guys can sample them, okay? With a faintly sweet floral scent, similar to gardenia or plumeria, ylang ylang was used to cover the beds of newly married couples on their wedding night. It's no surprise that some of the blends that we're going to talk about later, like Sensation and Joy, which both help to promote romance, contain ylang ylang. Known for soothing anxieties and conflicts, important part of a healthy relationship, right? It is uniquely calming, cooling, and euphoric at the same time. Idaho Blue Spruce. This one supports male hormone health. It is relaxing and grounding, which is not surprising for a tree oil, right? That's what we think of when we think of the tree oils, that they're grounding. Idaho Blue Spruce helps us to open up our hearts, and it helps increase the spiritual closeness between lovers, which in turn enhances physical pleasure. Goldenrod. So let's just take a minute here and think about it. And I probably don't have to say a whole lot else about that. But as the name suggests, this will make your man feel like a king. Goldenrod supports the circulatory system, opening up the blood vessels. So if you ever need a little help getting the stallion out of the stable, you might want to turn to goldenrod. This will do the trick. Okay, black pepper. Think stamina, strength, and heat. Black pepper produces a gentle warming effect, while peppermint cools things down a little bit. As you might expect, both black pepper and peppermint should be used. Oh, that's fine. Both black pepper and peppermint should be used sparingly and well diluted. Shutron is a blend of Idaho Blue Spruce, ylang ylang, ocotea, hinoki, coriander, davana, lavender, cedarwood, lemon, and northern lights black spruce. It is formulated to boost feelings of confidence and masculinity in men. Tricia's over here whispering not to tell them that. But it's also very appealing to women. So don't let your man leave the house wearing this. We did try this one, and my husband said that even though it doesn't generally take him very much to, get in the mood or get started or whatever, the Shutron really seemed to kind of accelerate things in that department. So, and this is one of my favorites too. I really didn't think, when you look at the pictures of the graphics on here, it's manly man, and I don't really think of myself as a manly man, but I really like the Shutron. Okay, and we have Mister. Mister is a blend that is formulated to balance male energy. It contains sage, myrtle, lavender, fennel, blue yarrow, and peppermint, and a base of sesame oil. Interestingly enough, I read that this also helps relieve hot flashes in women. I can say that, right? Because that's not a medical. So you have some problem with that. And for whatever reason, this is recommended for men over the age of 30. And I don't know if anybody's got some insight as to why over 30. I would be interested in that. I couldn't find anything that said why over 30. Okay, and then we also have the sensation line. I love this stuff. There's an essential oil, a massage oil, and a hand and body lotion. Sensation is a blend of, you guessed it, ylang ylang, that's in a lot of these blends, as well as coriander, bergamot, geranium, and jasmine. I think this stuff is heavenly. I love the way it smells. And its main job, this oil is formulated to enhance the enjoyment of special moments. I have to tell you a little bit, a story about some of our research here. We inadvertently tested the sensation line on some animals. I think it's generally Young Living's policy not to test on animals, but Sandy came over one evening and I was telling her about how much I like this sensation hand and body lotion, and I gave her some to try. And we have a batch of kittens in our house, and one of the kittens kind of got, stood up and was stretching its neck out and really sniffing the air. And then the mama cat came over and got very affectionate with Sandy. This was after the lotion, yes. And this is an alley cat. She is not she's a very sweet cat, but she's not an affectionate cat. She was very affectionate that night. Yes, aromatherapy is great for animals. That's right. Okay, so we've talked about what oils are good, and really, as I started reading about this, there's a lot more suggestions out there. I kind of had to narrow it down because we only have so much time tonight. So now that we know what oils are good to use, let's talk about how we use them. I think we're all familiar with how diffusers work, right? Pretty simple. Fill it up with water, put a couple of drops of essential oils in it, and turn it on, right? If you don't have a diffuser yet, one comes with a premium starter kit, and this month is a great month to get it because they're 10% off. Okay, another great way to use them is on the VitaFlex points and the chakras. Anybody here know what good VitaFlex points would be to use these essential oils on? Your ankles, right? Okay, so here's a diagram. On the inside and outside of your foot, right under your ankles, are your sex organ VitaFlex points. So that would be a great place to put them. Also, on the chakras, your sacral chakra is feminine in nature, meaning that it opens us up to feelings of love, relaxation, emotions, intuition, and compassion. It is located on your lower abdomen, just below your belly button. So this is also a powerful place to apply your essential oils if you want to inspire a little romance. I think we've all probably made linen sprays before. This is another really easy way to scent your linens. Some distilled water and some neutral spirits with some drops of essential oils in a spray bottle. You can spray your pillows and your sheets. This is a recipe for a lavender linen spray, which is great if you are, looking to maybe relax at night and fall asleep a little bit quicker. If you're not going to bed to sleep, you might want to try the ylang ylang or the sensation or one of the other oils that we talked about tonight. Okay, so now the fun stuff. You can use any of these oils, and like I said, there's many more of them out there, to make a romantic massage oil or a personal lubricant. One word of caution before we get started: coconut and other oils may weaken latex. So if you use condoms for birth control, please do your research. We don't want to be responsible for any increase in your family, and I'm not paying child support on anybody. Okay, so here's a couple of ideas that I found. This is a recipe for 5 drops of Idaho blue spruce and 3 drops of ylang ylang and 1 ounce of coconut oil. Idaho blue spruce and ylang ylang is actually what we're diffusing tonight. So if you like that, that's kind of an idea what that is like. And as far as, it says coconut oil on here. you can interchange any of the carrier oils if you want to use almond oil or one of the massage oils, V6, anything is fine. 5 drops of sensation, 2 drops of black pepper, and 2 drops of peppermint in an ounce of V6. This recipe scared me when I saw the peppermint because I've had some intense experiences with peppermint, and I was like, use that on sensitive areas, maybe. I don't know about that, but I did gather up the courage to try this, and I didn't really. It was not uncomfortable at all. It was almost kind of. It didn't really have much of an effect at all, except. Remember when I said the black pepper was good for stamina? Yeah, I think it was. Okay, here's another recipe, 3 drops of Shutron. And so we don't have to measure everything out, right? I mean, tonight we've got nice little measuring cups and stuff like that, but sometimes you want to be spontaneous and don't want to really have to take the time to say, okay, I need 1 ounce of coconut oil and pour it in a bottle. You know, put some massage oil in your hand, add a couple drops of whatever oil you like. Sensation is nice, the Shutron is nice, and you know, use your imagination as to what you want to do with it. And also, you know, most of these call for 1 ounce, and 1 ounce doesn't really sound like a whole lot for a, I mean, it sounds like just a little bit, but I think that's plenty for a his and hers massage and maybe some left over. So, I would encourage everybody to be creative. If you like something that we passed around tonight, if you like the scent of that, mix them up together. You know what the ratios are, you know what carrier oils are. So make your own love potion. I did find another resource that I really kind of liked. There's a Pinterest class going on right now in another line. It's called Sex, Love, and Oils, a 14-day product showcase. So if you get on Facebook and just type in Sex, Love, and Oils, she's got a tip for every day. She's got videos of her speaking, telling about the oils and some other resources that I thought were pretty helpful and interesting. So, you guys ready to get to the fun stuff? Okay. Did you want to address the shoe on air people?
Well, thank you so much to Sandy and Robin. I know we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to go have a little make and take right now and make our own love potion to take home tonight. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on the Google Plus Hangout. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks. Good night.